Welcome to the bold analysis. Please make sure you watch this video to the end. I really want you to get, especially if you are a resident of Nairobi and you're really interested in Nairobi politics, watch to the end. The defection of Johnston Sakaja, the Nairobi governor, from UDA to ODM was a high-profile move to navigate the hostile Nairobi politics for the city boys, and this is a scheme that Nairobi must reject. Contrary to a mainstream media narrative that Sakaja defected to ODM just for the sake of it, the real detail is William Ruto is well aware, and this is what some of these people in town say, mchezo ya town. Raila Odinga should actually go to AU so that ODM party is not the new ticket auctioning center. I said in this podcast, we are different. We have no prisoners. We don't take any prisoner. If it is wrong, we just take it head on. And this is why it is the bold. First, wacha tusaidie Josephine before tuingie hapo. Naona mtu umeanza kuniangalia na macho sana. Let's help Josephine. Josephine Wambua here is our project this month. This young girl is a single mother of 3 children. And she gave birth to those 3 children through cesarean. The husband, however, left, going for job, never to return, sometime 2 months after she conceived the very last born. But because of the hardships, she's now forced to hawk the watermelons she's carrying there, na huyo mtoto akibeba kwa mgongo, all through that jua. Now she's going through a deeper hardship, and even walking around, having gone through that, gave birth through that operation, is very hectic for the mother of 3. In this month, we are helping Josephine to offset her rent arrears. She has some debt the last 4 months, but we are looking at paying the 4 months and another 1 year upfront and establishing a business for her. On Wednesday morning, I will make sure that we turn around Josephine's fortune. Partner with us so that we can be a blessing to Josephine. And I want to say thank you for those who are turning up. We are going to close this on Wednesday. And as I'm talking to you, I think if I get 50,000, we are going to be done. So kindly partner with us. Hapa tunasamanga kidogo kidogo hujaza kibaba.
Ni venye nauzanga melon. Hii ndio kazi yenye niko nayo kwa saa hii. Ndio niweze kulisha watoto.
Melon napata pesa ngapi?
Melon napata faida ya 200 na nunua na 200. Ndio kwa saa hii juu sina kazi nyingine na niko na watoto, ndio niweze kulisha hao watoto. Juu si huyu peke yake, niko na watoto wengine 2, sasa wote ni 3.
Kuna watoto 3? Na wako class ngapi?
Ule first born second born nampelekanga daycare. Huyu juu ni mdogo, natembea na yeye.
Na
baba yake aliacha kama niko na mimba ya miezi 2, akaniambia ameenda kazi, hajawahi rudi.
Sijui nitamchukua huko, nataka watu wamuone. Just kesi yake iko very, nataka experience.
Babake alitoka kwa nyumba akaniambia ameenda kazi na hajawahi rudi mpaka leo. Hiyo ilikuwa ni last year mwezi wa 4 date 29.
Now, the Bomas of Kenya event was branded as a prayer rally for ODM, for women leaders, or rather for the women of Nairobi to pray for Raila Odinga. But that event was actually fully organized and funded by 2 politicians, Sakaja and Jalango. I've seen someone is saying also Joho, but fully funded by two, Sakaja and Jalango. You might ask me, Kevin, how do you know? Look at this lobby group. If you look at this lobby group, if you look at that chart, imeandikwa Langata na Baba na Langata. So who is the member of Langata? Member of Parliament from Langata? Jalango was not there, but if you check Jalango's Facebook page, he actually shared that photo. And also secondly, Aladwa and Wanga acknowledged Sakaja's support in their speeches. You are going to listen to those speeches and you will actually capture, they really capture that part. So the city boards a prayer for Odinga's AUC bid. Why would we, if it is just a very innocent prayer, then why must still spend money to print, taxpayers' money to print all those merchandise for the women so that it is also branded as an ODM event? So, Sakaja arrived in Bomas of Kenya, and this is his photo when he arrived alongside Raila Odinga. This event was a women leader, women of Nairobi. Sakaja is not a woman in Nairobi, but Sakaja is the city governor. This county has a women rep who is also from ODM, Esther Passaris. She was not there, but I'm also going to tell you that. So that is why I was telling you, watch this video to the end. She was not there. And after arriving, Sakaja went straight with Baba to the VIP section. Now, when you are looking at that, if you look at that photo, he's putting the yellow, he's actually putting the yellow tie. That yellow tie is the one for the UDA. So they even went to the VIP section, and this other photo was taken. You can see the photo of Sakaja kneeling before Raila. Now, some of these photos do exist. We've been seeing them really for quite some time, and you will understand what exactly is the game going on. It's an act of submission. Then, after that, the speeches came. And during these speeches, you will understand that right from Aladwa to the ODM chairperson, Wanga, and to Sakaja, and to Raila endorsement, all of that was choreographed. Look at this video.
Nataka kushukuru kwa njia kipekee gavana wetu wa Nairobi kwa kazi amefanya kusimama na chama yetu, na yeye si wa chama yetu. So mimi nataka kusema baba, unapoenda kupigania kule EU, mimi naomba Sakaja gavana wetu, wewe toka UDA kuja kwa ODM. Alafu tutembee pamoja. Chama yetu ODM tunapendana, hatuna fitina, hatuna chuki, hatuna wivu. Wangapi wanasema kuja ODM?
Mumeshikana, mumefanya mobilization kubwa. Governor Sakaja, thank you, because you stood with the party of Nairobi to make this event a reality. Na vile Aladwa amesema, fikiria hiyo maneno sana. Karibu Governor Sakaja, uje uongee na watu wako.
Nikimalizia, nimesikia Aladwa vile amesema. Hiyo nitaongelea kidogo. Nimesikia Aladwa na nimesikia Wanga. Dalili ya mvua nini? Dalili ya mvua ni nini? Mwenye macho haambiwi na mwenye masikio haambiwi. Sisi tuko hapo bumper to bumper, tuko pamoja. Hawa mama, mimi nataka tupange baadaye. Situmalize maombi ya baba wiki hii. Wiki mbili zikifika hivi, nataka niwe na mkutano na wamama viongozi wa Nairobi wa ODM. Tukae tuzungumziane. Si ndio hiyo? Tutakaa na machairman pia tuzungumziane, nionyeshe vile mimi ni kijana wenu tu.
ODM. 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 Nataka Nairobi ibaki imara. Nataka Nairobi ibaki namna gani? Mbia huyo kijana yangu huyo ashikilie na afanye kazi sawa sawa. Si sawa sawa hiyo? Sivyo? Yale maneno maovu ambayo yanafanyika hapa tumepinga.
Kwa gavana mwanangu Sakaja, nashukuru the way you are treated, you are ongoza hapa Nairobi.
Haya. Nataka Nairobi ibaki imara.
The defection was well choreographed, and I want to tell you from where I'm seated here. This is a high-profile decision arrived at between Sakaja, Raila, and Ruto for Sakaja to defect from the dead UDA to go to UDA to ODM, and Ruto understands that his persuasion power in the city is waning, and now wants Raila Odinga to harbor Sakaja candidature. Remember, if Raila is to go to AU, then this is the last meeting that Raila is holding in a political arena here, if he's to win AU. So you would expect such a move of endorsing Sakaja is also in a very complex environment, because as we talk, the senator of Nairobi, Sifuna, doesn't get along with Sakaja. Within ODM party, Raila have two candidates. He has two candidates. Babu-Sifuna is showing intent, and the Westlands MP, Tim Wanyonyi, is also showing intent. But he decided to make a political move and say it is Sakaja. It was all calculated. And you will also understand both Raila and Ida Odinga acknowledged Sakaja as their son, and they were all pointing a finger towards Sakaja. All this was organized by none other than Sakaja himself. Actually, he was the main, it was his agenda in that meeting. And let me tell you, all this is happening because of this video.
What a nice day.
Siku njema ya
I'm so happy to see my new friend,
ninafurahi kuona rafiki yangu
the member of parliament for Embakasi,
Babu Awino.
He's my new friend.
Ni rafiki yangu mpya.
And one of the days, we will call him to give you his personal testimony of Jesus Christ, encountering Christ Jesus. Come on, help me celebrate him. You know, Minister, I love this young man. He's so intelligent. He's so brilliant. This is a nation shaker and a history maker right here. I love smart young men, and especially now when they are loving God. You know, sometimes there was a time he was so radical, he used to say such wrong things. You know, when I'm a mother, I always say things as they are. And then before you know it, he displays intelligence. Then you are like, wait. But we thank God for you and your wife and your children are in the kingdom of God in a time such as this. I am saying There is hope for Kenya.
Nasema kuna tumaini kwa sababu ya taifa la Kenya.
I'm saying there is hope for Kenya.
Tumaini kwa taifa la Kenya.
This nation we shall build.
Taifa hili tutalijenga.
And we shall rebuild the wasted places.
Na hata tutajenga upya mahali ambapo ni
ukiwa.
He's a
member of parliament of a very needed place.
Ni member wa parliament katika mahali ambapo pana hoja mno.
People have been lost homes and all chaos happening.
Mahali ambapo kuna
utata. But I believe in a time such as this,
lakini naamini katika wakati kama huu
God will give him grace.
Mungu atampatia neema
to rebuild those wasted places.
Ya kuweza kujenga hizo mahali ambapo kumeharibiwa.
And I know with your prayers and your support he can do it.
Na najua na maombi yenu na kumshikilia mkono yeye aweza kufanya. Ni aibu
for us as a nation
kama taifa.
After 61 years,
baada ya miaka
61, slums, to have ghettos,
bado tuko na vitongoji,
to have people being demolished, thrown out of here, there, they move like refugees in their own country. It's a shame.
Wakimbizi katika taifa lao.
That is why God is saying to us,
hivyo ndivyo sababu Mungu
anatuambia, we need to stand up,
tunastahili
kusimama, so we can rebuild the wasted places,
na kuweza kujenga mahali ambapo kumeharibiwa
na ukiwa, and restore our streets,
na kuweza kurejesha njia zetu,
which we dwell in. How many know that we're going to push in that word in prayer?
Ni watu wangapi ambao wanataka tutaenda kusukuma katika hiyo eneo katika maombi?
Every one of you, county lady Esther Pasaris,
Big County Esther Pasaris.
You are in the kingdom in a time such as this.
Umo katika ufalme wa Mungu katika wakati kama huu.
To hear the heartbeat of God.
Kusikiliza mdundo wa moyo wa
Mungu. To restore our nation and put order back.
Na kurejesha taifa letu na kuweka utaratibu.
How many know through prayers it's all possible?
Wangapi wanajua kupitia maombi inawezekana?
Teresa Wanjiru is a preacher. Sometime I think that was last year, she actually attacked the president. She was so vocal, came out and told off the president. So in a church service last weekend, Babu Owino was attending. The person who was seated next to Babu Owino is Nairobi Women Rep. That Nairobi Women Rep, Esther Pasaris, is a close ally of the president. On the other side. But you'll also understand that he also represents the oligarchs. That endorsement, the signal by that preacher, I'd say Babu is my new friend, did not sit well with Ruto and Raila. If there is something that President Ruto is scared of is this. Rigathi praised Sifuna. Sifuna and Babu belongs to the same camp. So Sifuna and Babu also have a close working relationship with Sonko and Dennis Waweru, the former Dagoretti South member of parliament, who is also a close friend to former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, so one thing that both Ruto and Raila is saying is that the Kikuyu oligarchs, and especially the Rigathi axis, might field a candidate, either Sifuna or Babu in Nairobi. Or they might field a Kikuyu candidate but try to win the support of Babu Owino. And I want to say it is too early to predict how the direction the politics gonna take. But again, in politics, things don't just happen. They're all staged. Ruto is giving a nod for Sakaja to join the ODM. And two cards, sometimes I think some of us want Raila to go to AU. I really want Raila to go to AU, I have to be honest. Because this politics of people going to buy tickets and then using it to wink the public, it should actually come to some end. I want to tell you why Nairobians must reject this move. And I want to believe that it was all orchestrated for a purpose. But before we explained that. I'm just reminding you, tunasaidia Josephine. So take a minute and hiyo kidogo kidogo itatosha. On Wednesday morning, we'll be able to sort her out. Now, Ruto, this is part of Ruto's grand scheme to control Nairobi. And can I tell you what is going on here? Sakaja can be taken to ODM. In this sense, the Babu and the Sifuna constituency might not be comfortable of missing that ticket, and disgruntled might not campaign for Sakaja. Now, in any sense that Rigathi Gachagua team is endorsing a Kikuyu for Nairobi seat, then the same UDA where Sakaja has left is going to, the same UDA is going to field another Kikuyu candidate. Yes. So that probably there is a give and take. But the real thing is to have Sakaja in Nairobi. And Ruto knows that himself, he cannot campaign for Sakaja. The second objective is this. Sakaja defecting from UDA to ODM is a move to signal a working relationship between ODM and UDA in Nairobi. And this is the signal. Remember, it is just coming a day after a team from Western Kenya said that ODM party will remain steadfast. The second reason why this must be rejected is, I think the ruling class wants to protect and Sakaja's underperformance in Nairobi through these maneuvers. That people should not look at what Sakaja has not achieved or Sakaja's scorecard, but then take that defection. It is part of trying to maneuver ways. In Nairobi here, no governor has served 2 terms, and Sakaja knows that. That's why you see he's really struggling with strategy. Now, the Nairobi must be wary because money is the tool that is being used to manipulate the city. The oligarchs have impoverished the city dwellers in the outskirts of the town, and people are a bit vulnerable. I'm very sure wale wenye walikuwa pale Bomas walitolewa tu from those small slum areas. Not to mean that those who stay in slum are not people, are not worth it. But I'm saying that is what happened. So that money is at the center of it. Tomorrow I will do an analysis why the country Kenya must look into this issue of money. If the decision 2027 will depend on money, then we still don't have a country. Because the president, the ruling class have all the money. Haya bwana, tuonane.